You? Who are you? Did he send you? Thank Juno you're here. You have to help me escape before that monster comes back. I'm Scintilla. I found a way out through the Gate of Horn, but it's locked. So I told him about it, and instead of helping me escape, he locked me up. He wants to keep us all here forever, or until we're turned to gold. He's a monster. You have to let me go so we can kill him and take his key. Sentius, my adoptive father. Furies help me. I'll castrate and crucify him. I don't know. He said the gods are on his side because they don't want us to escape either. Behind me, there's an aqueduct tunnel bringing water from outside the city, so it should lead us outside. The only problem is it's barred by a heavy locked gate, and he has the only key. I'm going to take that key from around his neck, even if it means cutting his throat to get it. I'm done caring about the Golden Rule. I just want out. Help me, and we can escape together. There won't be enough time. Just you and me. What do you say? There's no time. Wait, did you hear that? He's here. Quick, you have to let me go. It's now or never. What? No! You can't just leave me here! How can you be so heartless? It's no use. You'll never persuade him of anything. I'm telling you, he's a monster. Please. You're making a mistake.
What you did. What?
I hope you have a good reason for flouting my... We're finally alone. Is that a... Now. Of course. What is it? Allow the crux of it to illustrate. If you manage the same, if either of... So the... Excellent. It looks like... Of... Yes? Why do you say that? When you say he asked for help, you're not thinking of helping. Good. But still, he's been trying to enlist help with this for months. Even if you don't help him, thank you for bringing this to my attention, but... I see. It looks... Me? What are you talking about? You know, you remind me of him. Al Worth. The fellow who came through the portal before you. Come now. Surely you didn't think you were the only one here who remembered everything. You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one loop to the next. Whether that was Proserpina's intention or a happy accident, I'll never know. But I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. Here I was thinking you're a little bit sharper than Al was. Or perhaps you're just more willing to break the rules. He was a moralistic fellow, never once compromised on his principles. And because of that fatal flaw, he relived this day many thousands of times before we finally had this conversation. I watched him come through the portal each time, always a little older, a little more disheveled, a little more haunted. And when he finally saw the futility of it all, as you're about to, it broke him. He drank a jug of wine, tied a noose around his neck, and took his own life, just before he was shot with a golden arrow. The next time I awoke, you showed up, but you've caught up to where he was so quickly. I mean, you've lived through the day, what, less than 15 times? Impressive. And yet everything you've done has been in vain, because there's no escape. Except the path that Al took, the path he wrote about on his tablet. What was it? Ah, yes. Best to take your own life now. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do about it? Why? Isn't it obvious? Because I have grown attached to all this. My title, my beautiful villa, the sun on my face, the music of birds chirping. And as long as this day keeps repeating itself, I get to enjoy it all, over and over again, for eternity. Don't you see? I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely, to cheat death. I have become, in effect, as immortal as the gods. Can you honestly say you would not wish the same for yourself? And why would I agree to that? You and your pathetic morality. Nobody cares about your opinions, least of all me. Understand that to me, you've never been anything more than a useful idiot, and you're no longer useful. You might want to think that through. If anyone so much as touches me, everyone dies. The only way you're getting this key is over my dead body. And if I die, I won't be able to open the portal for you again, meaning you'll have created a paradox. You see, it was my actions that brought you to this point in time. So if you kill me, you'll stop me from doing so, and you being here will be an impossibility. That means if I die, you'll be flung back to your original time, having caused the deaths of everyone here, and you'll never be able to undo it. Is that what you want? I certainly hope not. In fact, I want it to go on and on forever until you wither and die like Al did, and the gods send yet another useful idiot to extend my life for me. What are you going to do? Beg the gods for help? They don't care about you, and neither do I. Now, get out of my villa. I'm bored with you. I thought I told you to...
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not? Whatever.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and...
Domitius doesn't usually let anyone in here without... You... What? So... So... there.
Salve. Oh. No, but I'd been... All... You're back. Have you come? There's no time. Oh, thank you. Now follow. Wait. Did you hear that? He's here. He must be coming in through the door behind me. You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she? So that is how it's going to be. Oh well, this doesn't change anything for me. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do about it? Of course. There's no way you could have succeeded. Every soul who has ever found themselves here has broken the golden rule eventually. It is inevitable. Man will always sin sooner or later. Any idiot could tell you this. But where others might see tragedy, I saw opportunity. As I told you the first time we met, I found a way to cheat death. By reliving the same day over and over again forever. And I will continue living long after your dust. Do you really think you can take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bow? Who? Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
The many shall suffer.
I have his
for
key.
the sins
I
of
can
the
open
one.
the gate. Come on, we have to go. Hey, what's happening to you? That light, it's so bright.
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al. Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Funny you should ask. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kinda rusty, but the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name appeared in the city out of the shrine of Proserpina. Freed an imprisoned woman named Scintilla, who then murdered her captor, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said the attack caused golden statues to come alive, hunting down everyone in the city and turning them into gold. Apparently, the only person to survive was Scintilla, while the stranger disappeared in a flash of light. I didn't for one moment think it was, but the way you say that makes me wonder. I mean, how many people with that name could there be in this place? I don't understand how you could have been here 2,000 years ago. I'm sorry, come again? Let me see that. God, why does this writing look so familiar? I've spent a lifetime in this place going around and around in circles. This is disturbing, but I don't understand how I could have written it. I'm not following. So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this. I guess you saved my life then, as well as helping that poor woman to escape. That's a lot to take in. Maybe we can escape through the same aqueduct Centilla used, if we can find it. I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple. You go on ahead, and I'll be there soon.
You're back! But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al? Oh, what a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered, while we wait?
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions. You can just call me Charon, if you like. I am sorry I was not completely honest with you when we first met. I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe me, I do not. But I have learned, from 5,000 years of experience, that most people find comfort in familiarity, in gradual change, and coming to see the truth in their own time. That you died, of course. You were dead when I brought you here. My role, as the servant of the god of the underworld, has always been to assist the chosen to cross the threshold from the land of the living to the land of the dead. Usually, when people do not remember how they died, it is because they suffered a terrible trauma. Most souls would rather not remember. Ask yourself honestly, do you really want to know? As you wish. You were murdered. You were on a mission to recover a collection of stolen relics, including 2 silver coins of ancient origin, from a powerful criminal. You succeeded, but as you escaped into the street, you were followed by 2 of his men. A passing motorist saw you being pursued and offered to you a ride, but the men in pursuit destroyed the vehicle with you in it. There was nothing you or your ally could have done. He died instantly at the scene, and you followed a few hours later. That man's name was Al Worth. You were each in possession of a sacred coin, called Kaelin's Opal by some, and so it was my duty to bring you here. Perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans burying their dead with a coin in their mouths, to pay the ferrymen for passage across the river. Well, those stories contained a seed of truth, but not any coin would do. A long time ago, my master created 1,000 silver coins and had me distribute them across the world. My orders were simple. Whenever a person died in possession of a coin, I was to locate them and ferry them here. That is a question you would have to ask him, if that were still possible, in light of the path you have chosen. I am just his servant, doing his bidding. Only now, I find myself bereft of purpose. You see, the coins on you and Al were the last of the 1,000 in existence. There is nobody else to ferry here. Nobody to keep you company. After 5,000 years, the underworld has finally run its course. I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an event 2,000 years ago. Supposedly, the city was destroyed when a woman murdered a tyrant with the help of, well, my new friend here. I know how crazy that sounds.
Maybe not that crazy. That woman. I don't suppose her name was... Scintilla?
How could you... What?
She left a tablet of her own. I stumbled across it while I was waiting here. I think she meant for you to read it. Here, take a look.
I don't know what became of you, or if you'll ever read this, but I want you to know that I will never forget you, or what you did for me. It pains me that so many dear friends were not so fortunate. Ulpius, Cynthia, Lucretia, Horatius, Galerius, poor Dooley, and the others. But please understand, their blood...
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear your story, but first, you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and...
Domitius doesn't use...
Are they? I thought I told...
All weapons are to be tossed into the chasm.
Solve it. Tantalus was... Anyway. Oh, now... Solve it? No. But from what...
Citizen.
Welcome to my humble store. Great. My friend, your words in... I must... Oh. Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive, and scaling the chasm wall is out of the question. But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in. See, the shaft is quite high, but it... They have. I am getting to that. There was an attempt made by resourceful... They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard the godlike voice shake the entire... So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to...
Citizen.
On your best behavior, I trust? What is it? He's one of the best. Not that it's any... All right.
Oh, I wish Horatius would stop letting... Oh, you... What? Is this... No, surely not. Father, is this true?
I'm afraid it is.
I don't understand. Why? Why would you do such a thing?
Because she found a way out. And if you're wondering why I'm telling you this, it's because you're never going to remember any of it. All I have to do is commit a sin, and the day will begin again. Watch this. I'm going to kill you now.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
It's almost as if you're trying to extend my lifespan.
Salve, friend. Yulia?
Poor Ver...
All right, let me see. Oh.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone that always returns. Just as but it... The newly arrived... But... Then... I thought... I had to tell myself it was... He gives... And...
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you? What is it, sir? All right.
I was just doing what the new lady told me.
I don't understand. How did... Never mind. Thank you so much.
Salve, Rufus. I hear your rheumatism has you so riled up you've been harassing Virgil.
What? My condition is nobody's business but mine.
There's no need for that. I just wanted to give you this willow bark to help you treat it.
A treatment? Really? Thank God. Finally, some relief after all this time. Thank you, Galerius. You're a good man. And I'll be sure to leave Virgil alone. I know I haven't been at my best lately.
Appreciate that. Now, I've got to run. Salve again, friend. I went and did as you asked, and it worked. How is it possible that you've just arrived here and you already know everyone and exactly what's about to happen to them? Anyway. Oh, now. Salve. No. Oh, I don't...
Citizen.
You... What? God, am I going out of my mind? Are you going to let me go or not? What? I hate you.
Citizen.
Salve.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Oh, don't mind me. I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want? Oh. What? No.
I'm afraid it is. Because I'm...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Come and give me another day in the sun.
Son of this!
What? That's a big ask. But something tells me you're not kidding. All right, I'm gonna stick my neck out and believe you. But I doubt I'll be able to gather more than a handful of people. Salve.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land.
Fortune's smile on you, sister.
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
What is it?
I thought I told you to get out of my villa. I'm bored with you.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Salve.
Ah, a fellow traveler. My friend, you're...
Fortune's smile on you, sister.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your majesty.
I'm not...
This is outrageous.
Oi! How did you get in there, you cheeky
What is that thing, and why are you pointing it at me? If you kill me, we all... And if I die, You see, it was my actions that brought you to this point in time. So that means if I die, you'll be flung back to your... Now, get out of my villa.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
What did you idiots do?
Oh. Hi there. Gave me a bit of a... Well... Really? I was just reading an old... It described... And it said that the voice of a furious god rang out, and the ground trembled, and statue... Apparently, as the citizens screamed and died in pain, the string... What? God, wow. I've spent a lifetime... This is... So... Seems... You murdered... I guess all those old... The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm delighted and deeply honored.
Be careful who you trust.
citizen.
You. Thank you for your... I'm sent... Behind. The only problem is it's... I don't... Sentius. I'm going to... I'm done caring about the Golden Rule. I just want out. Help me. And there won't be an... What? It's... You'll make it.
Oh. No, but I... You mean... Oh, it was a... But they... I... Thank... All right.
A new face, are they? I beg your pardon? Oh my, let's see. We don't have Hercules, Sisyphus, and fine. So it seems. As I meant, it if truly. Ah, I see. Then it seems you have made a great sacrifice for all of us, friend. I admire your compassion. Truly. Thank you. But unfortunately, I'm afraid your only other option will be to confront you-know-who. May Fortuna guide you, although you may not need her with Proserpina on your side. Ah. It'll be, but why do you ask? You can. As I said, I'm planning to hold it before dusk. But I suppose I could hold it sooner, if there's a good reason. Yes. I have overheard some rather unpleasant arguments. The last thing we need here is additional conflict. Very well. I'll get things started right away. Citizens, it is time. Let us meet to elect our magistrate.
Time to go to the theater.
Citizens, we have a quorate body of voters gathered here to elect the city's magistrate. The candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperiosus and Marcus Malleolus Gurgi. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius. Dacius.
Malleolus.
Galerius.
I abstain. I'm just here to observe.
Virgil.
Sentius.
Ulpius.
Sentius.
Rufius.
Malleolus.
And finally, Domitius.
Malleolus. Who else?
Citizens, you have made your decision. Sextus Sentius Imperiosus.
My fellow citizens, you've placed your trust in me once again, and you won't regret it. I vow that each day henceforth will be just like this one, and I will deliver.
You, the new arrival, whatever your name is. You're responsible for this, aren't you? Nobody likes Caput Murday foreigners interfering in an election.
Shut up and let the magistrate speak.
Malleolus is going to be magistrate by the end of the day.
You have no idea what you're doing. You're going to get us all killed.
Just stay out of our way, and we won't have a problem.
Wait, I will not allow you to do this.
You're showing your true colors now, priestess. Your corruption sickens me. Domitius, ignore her. Proceed.
This is insanity. You'll doom us all.
Lies! It is time the Golden Rule was exposed for what it is. A children's fable, exploited by a treacherous leader to instill fear in all of us.
The Golden Rule is real, you idiot.
Shut up, all of you. The magistrate has spoken. I'm going to enjoy killing you, old man.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Salve. What? That... I doubt I'll be able to get...
The 49 Bellades fetch again, with incessant labour. The water they have lost.
Don't you just love springtime?
How come you're allowed a weapon and I'm not?
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Salve. Oh. You... All right.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone that always returns. But it does. Then he and
On your best behavior, I trust?
We're finally alone. I assume you... I must... Is that about... You broke it. Why in Pluto's name would you do that? Well, it seems you failed. Look, it's unfortunate, but all that matters now... I assume you... Ask then. Good. Of course. Yeah? Why do you say that? As magistrate, I hereby declare him an enemy of Rome and authorize his execution by your hand, forthwith. I don't believe so, no. It's not a crime to carry out the lawful order of a magistrate. Any way you can. I would think that bow you're carrying should suffice. Thank you. Please act quickly before it's too late.
Keep an eye out for Centella, would you?
How'd you do? Hello there, friend. Well, I'll tell you what. Oh well, let me know if you change your mind. For now, can I help you with something? Very well.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Salve, friend. Oh. You? All right.
Ixion turns.
Not a good time, friend. Not a good time, friend. Not a good time, friend.
I don't understand.
On your best behavior, I trust?
We're finally... Of course. What? Yes? Why do you say that? You seem to be grasping at straws here. I can assure you, she is most upset about her sister. As am I. It looks like you'll have to continue your investigation. Now, was there anything else you wanted to ask? Of course. What is it? Yeah. Why do you say that? You managed to extract all that from him. Well done. And I have noticed his contemptuous stares, but I had no idea he was so dangerous. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, but before we proceed, I must ask, are you sure he's the one? Well then, in that case, as much as it pains me to do so, I must act decisively to ensure the survival of my people. As magistrate, I hereby declare him an enemy. I don't believe... So now you're an expert on Roman law, are you? Listen to me. If ever there was a time to dispense, then perhaps you would prefer the... Now is not the time for cowardice in the guise of philosophical... It looks like you'll have to...
Ugh, this place has become a thoroughfare.
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
Galerius arranged it somehow.
Really?
A golden bow.
That's
just like Apollo
incredible.
and Diana's.
Oh, what a relief. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. Just rest up, get your strength back, and we'll celebrate properly when you're ready.
I will. Thank you, Ulpius. I will.
Shalom, friend. You mean that I don't. Well, obliging. Thanks. All right. Don't believe a word they tell you.
Priestess, Malleolus has decided to withdraw from the election.
Oh, well, that's surprising.
Don't believe a word they tell
Thank you
you.
for telling me. I'll let everyone know.
All right.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Are they? Thank you.
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
Citizen.
I hope you're coping.
You. We. What? What? I.
Sorry, was there... No, but I'd be... All...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Salve, friend. What? That's a...
The 49 Bbbbbb fetch again with incessant labor the water they have lost.
Don't you just love springtime? Fortune's smile on you, sister. Fortune's smile on you, sister.
The many shall suffer. for the sins of the One.
Salve. Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening. Yulia? Oh no. All right, I can do that. Poor Virgil. Poor Rufius. All right. I'll go.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone.
Fabian, listen.
How'd you do?
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land.
Go and hide, but not near the shrine.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land.
Filthy, lying degenerate!
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on it. Hello? What? All right. What? Here's your money. Now. You... What?
Thank God. Finally, some relief after all this time. Thank you, Galerius. You're a good man. And I'll be sure to leave Virgil alone. I know I haven't been at my best lately.
Appreciate that. Now, I've got to run.
Citizen.
Good news, Vulpius. Malleolus has agreed to release you and Yulia from your debts.
What? Are you messing with me?
I wouldn't do that. You're both free.
We're free. We're free.
Citizen.
Don't believe a word they tell you.
Greetings and salutations.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
The 49 Bbbbbb fetch again.
Greetings and salutations.
did you know? Wait, did you hear that? He's here. He must be coming in through the door behind me. You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she? So that is how it's going to be. Oh well, this doesn't change anything for me. It's a shame, really, if you'd just done what you were supposed to. You'd have been looping through time forever until you gave up and killed yourself, just like that soft-hearted pleb, Al. Come now. Surely you didn't think you were the only one here who remembered everything. You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one loop to the next. Whether that was Proserpina's intention or a happy accident, I'll never know. But I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. Here I was thinking you're a little bit sharper than Al was. Or perhaps you're just more willing to break the rules. He was a moralistic fellow, never once compromised on his principles. And because of that fatal flaw, he relived this day many thousands of times before we finally had this conversation. I watched him come through the portal each time, always a little older, a little more disheveled, a little more haunted. And when he finally saw the futility of it all, as you're about to, it broke him. He drank a jug of wine, tied a noose around his neck, and took his own life, just before he was shot with a golden arrow. The next time I awoke, you showed up, but you've caught up to where he was so quickly. I'd have preferred if you'd given me more time to enjoy the trappings of my success. How many extra days did you give me? Almost 15? I should be grateful for your stupidity. In any case, there's no escape for you except the path that Al took, the path he wrote about on his tablet. What was it? Ah, yes. Better to end it all now than find out what awaits you beyond that portal. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do about it? Do you really think you can take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bow? Is that supposed to be intimidating? I have no idea what that little thing is. What are you going to do? Throw it at me? Nonsense. Not even the gods possess such weapons. Ha!
The many shall suffer
I have his
for the
key.
sins
I
of
can
the
open
one.
the gate. Come on. We have to go. The others should be right behind us. Hey, what's happening to you? That light, it's so bright.
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Well? Really? You described it as freedom... God, this is... I'm not following. So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this. I guess you saved my life then. as well as helping a bunch of others to escape. That's a lot to take in. Maybe we can escape through the same aqueduct Scintilla used, if we can find it. I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple. You go on ahead.
You're back! But... oh... Really? Sounds amazing. And did you... Oh! Look! Here he comes! Ow! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. And there was a tab... Supposedly, the city was destroyed when a woman murdered a tyrant with the help of... well, my new friend here. I know how crazy that sounds.
Maybe not that crazy. That woman. I don't suppose her name was... Scintilla?
How could you... what?
She left a tablet of her own. I stumbled across it while I was waiting here. I think she meant for you to read it. Here, take a look.
I don't know what became of you, or if you'll ever read this, but Octavia, Lucretia, Horatius, Equitia and I will never forget you, or what you did for us. It pains us that so many of our dear friends were not so fortunate, including Ulpius and Galerius, who heroically tried to rescue Dooley, but never made it back. But there is no point dwelling on what might have been. All we can do is take this gift you've given us, and try to show others the same compassion you showed us. We promise you that saving our lives was not for nothing. Scintilla et al.
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear your story, but first, you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?